I once heard a story of a man who thought he knew who he wanted to be. He very much liked the idea of a purposeful life. And I guess nobody will consciously say they desire to enact an ultimately meaningless life. So when truth appeared and beckoned as it passed, he obliged, even enthusiastically at the time. Well, I guess the novelty never became vision, remaining instead a vaguely attractive silhouette on life's distant horizon. A logical choice, I suppose, an admittedly preferable alternative, if one were asked, to consistent, unadulterated self-seeking or lifelong inquisitiveness in regard to purpose. It's best, he thought subconsciously, to at least acquire an admirable label for one's life pursuit, though its actual pursuit may prove less than admirable. But slowly he took from himself, from mankind at large, from even the course of intended history, as I have done. Stealing subtly, he thought. Covertly, he assumed. Negligibly, he reasoned. From the masses intertwined, branches meant to fuse with the vine, all requiring guidance to a source of life, all craving wine, but guzzling ocean water, while confidence faltering, because where do the grapes grow? And I know, let's not kid, that I once did, that I did go, and knew as I drew close to the source of the fruit that made its juice flow. Just like that man did. Just like that man did. The swindler. Never knew it well enough, though. Neither of us, I guess. It would seem it's obvious. There was one who knew, who saw through, who could do what others don't do. Can do now, only because he did them, but often won't. The God-man. Once heard him say, the God-man, if you love me, we'll belong to each other. But if you hate me, do it right. But then ensued from the swindler a slow calculation, a reputably rhythmic recitation of what looked best, what sounded best, birthed from behest of conceited self, which, like my own, presumed upon malleable consequence, who thought, this I'll do, then that, and hence nothing. As if we could make this so, by means of our presumption, that is effect of mass consumption of poisonous libation, that no sensation of death or decay would be felt. Absurd, of course. As if cause and effect were myth or game of chance, a thing which occurred unconfirmedly, or only on terms of fate's fluctuating temperament. Again, I've learned, of course, absurd. But he didn't think so. The swindler. Nor I. So when it came down to it, and after he promised the God-man a whole lot of things, namely friendship, loyalty, a willing hand and shared work, in essence, an intimate allegiance, things weren't as 11 men had supposed and trusted they were. And near the end, the silver serpent he became which he'd courted, while professing a thing not sordid as he was and had decided to be. Though I think not that he saw it, nor thought he had chosen, though he did indeed choose it, inarguably. God-man spoke last words before a kiss, and breathed them wistfully, I would guess. Broken-heartedly, but soberly, almost unwillingly, to the swindler who had decided who he wanted to be. That kiss, a final expression, a cumulative likeness of his simulated camaraderie. He said, "Go on, do your thing, Judas. Stop wasting time."